good? Welcome to Club Shada episode 174. Woo! Off the bat, thank you so much to Irvin with $88, aka 1,400 rands from South Africa. Thank you so much for the support. This is how we start the year. Sirène des Îles, thank you so much as well for how much in Canadian dollars? 10 Canadian dollars to start the show. Thank you so much for supporting Club Shada. It is important. You are the ones who are the blood and heart of this show. The show is brought to you by shadaware.com, the gods of good fortune. I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope everybody is in the best spirit. I hope everybody had a great beginning of the week. I did. Listen, I'm waiting for the album to come. I'm still on it's not like I'm on a holiday, but I'm giving myself a week. I'm just drawing. This chair is doing a lot of noise now. Yeah, I'm giving myself a little bit of week of where just drawing and not going back to music straight away. So I have a single coming out with Lil Maro, not Friday, but next week. And other than that, getting ready to start turning on the microphone and churning out new music for after the album, because I'm already working on my album number 11 before 10 comes out. This is how we do. And since the success of the drop, I've also been doing a lot of new drawings and paintings. And what is beautiful is that I do them in the afternoon. They sell the same night, so that's a blessing. Really, like I'm in a great space. They wait for me to start talking about them to disappear. Doudou le miel. These subscribers, I'm telling you. Let me post on Instagram to say that I'm live. Oh my god, let me post on my story. Damn. I don't even know why my screen is always oily. I realized something. The last 4 episodes, the sound was low, actually. And that's because I had one setting that it was here. It was here for some reason. So it was low like this. And now I'm back to normal. Yeah. Sometimes there's a slider that it just. Anyway, let me do my Instagram. Boom. I have to tell the Instagram that I'm live as well. Copy the link. Put a URL. Paste it. We are live. Boom. There you go. Post it to the Instagram story. So I was saying, hello to all the new subscribers. Joaquano, Guterres, Eric, Swagbeat Entertainment, Corp. Yeah, that's a long. Wait till you have to write it in contracts and you're like, damn, this is long. Doudou de Miel, 2K Goat, Doudou 972. There's a lot of Doudou, huh? Siafi, he came here last time. Emmanuel Bourbon, etc. Welcome to the Shada Gang. Don't forget to leave your shoes at the door because those girls here, they bite. Listen. Don't forget to put your like on this live. It's very important as well. That support us with the algorithm of the YouTube. And I wanna, somebody just took the lead for the month of January. Irvin Kabasele is now our stream royalty with $88 in one super chat. It just went up there. So thank you so much for your support, and yeah, thank you so much. That's a blessing. Thank also to all our sponsors, the usual ones, the ones who have been supporting this show all this time, and actually I can't even say all these years now, because this is the second year of Club Shada. We're about to be 2 years old, in April. I don't even know when. Anyway, it's a beautiful thing. King, what up? Mountain of Inspiration, how are you? I hope you're good. Happy New Year to you as well. Queen Julie, I hope you're good. Distant Shadow, I hope you're good. Master Electronic, I hope you're doing good. Charlene, I hope you're doing good. I'm telling you, they paid well. I'm telling you. Another $44 from Irvin. Thank you so much. That's another 700 rands. Oh my God. Now you are the stream royalty with how much? $132. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. Thank you for the support, really. So it's Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Exactly. I don't know who paid you, but thanks to them. We missed you too. Siren Desil, I hope you're doing good. How are you? Urban Sweet Spot, how are you? I hope you're good. Welcome back. Matt Music, what up, bro? How are you? Matt Music sent me a message. I don't even know if I replied. I think I replied. Wait a minute, let me see. Let me check. Uh-oh. It feels like WhatsApp is trying to destroy my computer. Let me see. Yeah. He sent me a message. So he sent me a message. The message say, "What up, Kay?" And I reply, "What up, Matt?" And that's it. So maybe there was no message. Maybe it was just, "Hey, how you doing?" So if it's the case, I'm fine. I hope you're fine as well. Joel, welcome back, cousin. I hope you're doing good. I was at the movies. Nice. I never saw one of them. I'm not into horror movies, so, Heather, how are you? Long time. Happy New Year. Don't forget to like the live. Danny Delgado, what up? Congrats on that beautiful remix. It was beautiful. I hope you're already working on a new one. I already have 2 remixes from Malcolm and one from Paulo Pequeno for the new song. And listen. Madness. Madness. That's crazy. Oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, what up? How is everybody doing? What is everybody's been doing? Me, I've been just catching up with a few series. So right now I'm watching on Netflix. What am I watching on Netflix? I'm watching Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. I'm watching The Book of Boba Fett on Disney Plus. I also watched with my daughter and my wife Enchanted on Disney. Very cool. I started watching the Eternals on Disney Plus, but I mean, yeah. I have to go back to watch it seriously because I don't know. What else I'm watching? I think that's it. The rest is YouTube. These days I'm not series. I'm very YouTube. I watch a lot of content about NFTs, especially because I'm really into the space, diving deep into it. I'm watching a lot of financial because I'm gonna invest actually 80% of the gains from my NFT drops and the sales that I've been doing since the drop. I've been selling around two pieces, two artworks every day, and getting money for free for sales from the secondary market. So every time somebody sells one of my work that they bought, I still get 10% of that sale. So somebody buys my work at 200, I get 200. Then they sell it to somebody at 300, I get 30. That person sells it to somebody at 400, I get 40. The person who bought at 400 sells again for 600 to somebody, I get 60, and so on and so on. So if one day one of my artwork sells for 50,000, I get 5,000. So, and it's great to see the number of sales that I've been doing. It's crazy. Like every day it's like 4 or 5 sales on the crypto.com NFT network. So I'm really glad I joined. It's a great community out there of people who want to support art, support artists. So yeah, it really it's interesting. I had enough art to put in there. I went to some platforms where I was trying to see if it was interesting to put something. There was some platform where I had 2, 3, 4 arts in there, and I just burned. So to burn is to delete an artwork from a platform, from a blockchain. So I would burn them on those platforms and migrate them to this platform, and they will sell like straight away. So I think the drop, I can say, was successful, and I can't wait to actually have a great idea, I think, for the next drop. So I'm really working on. I'm gonna work on the whole story, the design, the personas, the paintings that I'm gonna do for the next drop. That will be due in 2 to 3 months. Like, again, in partnership with crypto.com. So it's great. Those who didn't go yet, or those who missed the drop, you can go to my profile in there at crypto.com, and you can buy yourself something. The great thing about that platform is that you don't need to understand nothing about Ethereum and all these cryptocurrencies. You just need a credit card, and you can just buy directly. Create your account, go to my profile, and you can buy something with a credit card, and now you become a art collector and you collect some of my work. So to show you a little bit of what I have been going on top of my drop. So this is my public profile. Let me put it to the. What up, Trish? How are you? You good? So where is it? Yeah. So this is my profile, and as you can see, I have 2 main collections. I just had added a third one, but my 2 main collections are the androids, where I create some robots. So I already have a 14,000 trade in 2 weeks. So I got 26 robots. Some are unique, and some have 5 editions. And yeah, listen, a lot of people are collecting them, and every day I try to add a new one. I don't add them like a bunch at a time. I try to add them one by one, and try to create nice variations on the robots. And my other gallery is called Art That Pops. So this is this one. This is more paintings, and I'm about to reach $10,000 in sales volume. So it's beautiful. That's the last one I did. Just did it. I just put it in there this morning. It's called Enjoy the Days. And the last one I sold is... What's wrong with my computer? The sound sometimes just cuts out of a sudden. My computer is... I don't know. I think I should have restarted the computer before starting this live. So it says, if it freezes on us, just don't do nothing. Ease the computer. I will just restart it and I will go on with my thing. But see that Spotify is, yeah. This is the one, Marie Antoinette. So I didn't sell it for 5,000. I think I sold it for $400. And the seller, Alex NMT, is now selling it for 5,000. So if he sells it, I'll get 500. So please, somebody buy it from him. That's the beauty of this thing. So yeah, other than that, so there was my son's birthday. So my son got, I can imagine that my son is 19 years old. This is mind-boggling. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, there's somebody dancing with a legging that I sent her. Look, somebody dancing. So Booty Girl from Ukraine just put a video. Yeah, that's her name, a friend of mine. So she put a video on her Instagram dancing kizomba with a Shada wear legging. I have to send her more leggings. How is this guy dressed to dance kizomba? What kind of party is that? She needs to explain to me what's going on here. The Magic Festival kizomba. Okay. Cool. Listen, nice. Let me see what else she posted. Did she post more stuff with my leggings? So what was I watching? Was it real? So I've been sending her some leggings. I have to send her more. She now has her own legging store. So I invite you to go to her profile and check her stuff. So this is one of the Shada wear. This is one of the Shada wear leggings. I think I sent her another one. Let me see if I can find it on her profile. Maybe I should look in the Shada wear profile. It's gonna be simpler because she has a lot of posts. Actually, I have to post. This is a t-shirt from Shada wear as well. Kizomba saved my life. Yeah, I got to send her more stuff. She definitely needs more leggings. The Congolese guy will not change. Listen, East Europe is cool. I think I had, let me see. Let me go to Shada wear. I'm telling you, my computer needs to be restarted. I can feel that. Let me see, wait a minute. What do I have running at the same time? Let me delete this. Oof. Force quit. What else? I don't need that as well. Quit. Yeah, I don't know. QuickTime player. I don't need that as well. I'm gonna quit everything that is not important and hopefully it's not gonna freeze on us. Okay, so this is the Shada wear Instagram. Oh, nice, almost 3,400 followers. So yeah, I have to post the photos that have been sent by. It feels like Chrome is the one that is creating drama in my thing, but yeah, I'm gonna work on it. Here is Elise Boys with the sushiraw t-shirt and her bass guitar. Here is Sirène des Îles with her Zaire, Kinshasa Zaire t-shirt. Is Jeremy Hogan with his XRP hoodie. I have to send him another one as well. This is me with the Congolese bomber. But I have to post the photos from Africa is My DNA by DJ Galas. Watching Club Shada. That's cool. This is the African Capitals by Naturi Ben. Kisses Naturi. This is the sexiest guy in Sweden, Master Electronic with the Africa Future Culture. Okay. I was looking for the leggings. So where are they? This is Damu Manero in New York wearing the old flag bomber. Hey, long time this one. Rosa Fly with her Club Shada as well. Lil Maro with his bombers. Tatiana Said with her music hat. So I guess I have to post some photos in there. My daughter and I with the color camouflage. My sister-in-law with the diamond sweater. Marcy with the Cape Verde hat. Bodhisattva with the face mask from RCA. That was me just after COVID. It's a long time ago, 75 weeks ago with my daughter. I have to quit Chrome, I'm telling you. There she is. So she has these ones. She was in Lisbon not so long ago. We went to the Kizomba party, it was cool. There's another one that I sent to her. So Rose Baok. So I sent her the legging and the top. And I actually want to do another one. I'm gonna do and it's cool, you know. I send her leggings and then she sends me photos. Look at Lydia wearing the same one at her dance class. There she is, giving dance classes with. I definitely have to do some new leggings. But anyway, let me restart Chrome, because if I really feel that this one is the one, the culprit for. Should I clear the memory as I'm live? Let me see. Maybe it's gonna help. Let me see where. Uh-oh. My mouse is not responding anymore. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh my god. My computer needs to be restarted, I'm telling you. So let me give you a tip when you do a live stream. Something I didn't do that you should do before starting every live stream. You prepare everything, your setup, your intros, your title, everything. Once everything is ready, 5 minutes before your live stream, you turn off your computer completely. Turn it off. And you let it turned off for a minute, and then you restart it. And you will not have the problems that I'm having right now. Listen, we're gonna survive like this. But yeah, this computer is having I don't know exactly, but for the last I would say the last week it feels like I don't have enough. You see, the music sometimes starting to go. It feels like I don't have enough memory in the computer. I don't know why. I have to check it out. Maybe the disk are full or are full something. Because the problem is with that computer is that it was actually a computer for to replace the computer that was that fried because of juice in it. It was never meant to be a computer that would be my main computer. But because the computer, this Mac Mini M1, is so powerful and so amazing, it actually became my main computer. But then the problem was, instead of taking the 8 gig memory, instead of taking a 16 gig 8 memory, I took a 8 gig, and instead of taking at least 512 of 1 terabyte drive, I took a 256, because I thought, hey, this is just for a week or two until my computer comes back from the store. And I never even paid for my computer to be fixed. Actually, I'm gonna do it now that I made a good sum of money. I'm gonna go repair the computer, and I'm gonna buy myself a new Mac Mini. But I was waiting for Apple to announce a beefier one, something like a M1 Max with 30 gigs of memory or 64 gigs of memory, something like one of those computers that you buy for 5 years, 6 years. Because now if I get a new one, I'm gonna have to reinstall everything, import, so maybe if I have a way to import everything in this new computer fast, probably when I go to the States, I'm planning to go to Miami probably February or mid-February or beginning of March. It's gonna depend. Probably when I go there, it's going to be the moment where I just buy myself a new computer and I do all the migration and etc. But yeah, in the meantime, I have to find a way to just re-optimize this computer. These guys are crazy at YouTube. They say that this video is limited when this live just started. These guys are crazy. Thank God for super chats. Damn it. Alright, listen. It is what it is. Just make sure everything is working. Alrighty. Good. So yeah, other than that, so I had my son's birthday on the 17th. My sister-in-law's birthday is today. So my son's auntie, she turned 28 as well. My wife's birthday was on the 15th. So lots of birthday, and my birthday is in 3 days. So my birthday is what? Thursday, 20, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is my birthday. So Sunday is gonna be a birthday special, I guess. 48. Damn it. This goes fast, huh? She definitely needs more legging, you people. Malcolm Beast, what up? You know something, Malcolm Beats, that I've realized the problem with the way you write your profile is when we want to reply to you in the chat. So if somebody types your name on the chat, you see it in red. You see your name in red. It's easier for you to see when people are talking to you in the chat. But your name is impossible to know how you write the letter. I cannot even type M. If I type M, it doesn't find you. So, yeah, I mean, artists. Redune, what's good? Hello, Mylène. Definitely let us know when you're in Miami, or even if you have to do a layover in Atlanta. Haven't been in Atlanta forever. You know, the last time I landed in Atlanta, I end up in jail in, in Atlanta. End up in jail in the airport. So I kind of, like, yeah. It's not that I don't like Atlanta anymore, but yeah, I have bad memories with the, what's the name of that airport? I forgot the name. That huge Atlanta airport. I stayed there one night and then I got sent back to France after flying 8 hours. Spend like 4 hours with people asking me a bunch of questions, and then yeah, and then spent like 4 hours in a cell, and then after that worked my way in a VIP area where I had, at least I could drink and eat something and watch TV and sleep on a sofa. And then the next day I had a cop taking me to the plane back to my country. After that, I didn't go to the US for a whole year. And that's when, I decided that, and it was a conversation I remember having with Bodhisattva. I was like, I'm gonna stop like going to the US on a tourist visa. Even when somebody just tells me, can you host a party? Because the worst part, it was not really going to tour. I was going to I already had my plan to be in the US, but somebody told me, can you pass by Atlanta? You pass by there and you just spend the night. You come to our club for one night, and in exchange we'll pay your ticket and your hotel. We pay your stay and your ticket. In exchange, you just come to our party. You don't do nothing. You don't sing. You just host. You sit down. You drink something. You come to the mic. You say hi to everybody. We put your music, and everybody's happy. You took some photos with the fans, and then in exchange, we pay for everything. So I was like, yo, cool. All right, let's do it. And when I arrived, because I was on a tourist visa and not on my B1, B2, as when I was a Congolese, I had a B1, B2 visa, but as a French person, I was just coming and going. And I ended up having that person interrogate me and end up telling me that hosting party, as long as your name is on the flyer, it means you're working. And I'm not really working because I'm not getting paid. I'm just having my expenses refunded. So they're gonna pay my hotel, they're gonna pay for this flight, or they're gonna reimburse this flight, but they're not gonna pay me. And she didn't want to believe it and end up in jail. The whole story is somewhere in my YouTube channel. And end up in jail for a few hours. And after that, I came back and I said, oh, you know what? I'm not performing in the US unless I get a work permit and people ask for, a real invitation to come perform, etc. The problem is in our market. Our market is a small market, like Zouk, Kizomba, African market. The clubs are small, usually 200, 300 people. Those are not huge festival with 5,000 people, 10,000 people. So they don't have the means to pay you. If they spend 2,000 on a work permit, they end up not making money from the show itself with the amount of people they have. So it's kind of a thing where you stuck there, and it's crazy how in other countries, it's gonna cost you $100 to ask for a visa and go perform. It's not a problem, but only the US, they think their land is a diamond and that everybody's coming there to stay there. I don't care about that country. I don't want to stay there. I just came, make my money, come sing for my people, and take my money and run. Spend some holiday, go to Miami 2 days, then go back home. But they make it so hard to get in because they believe that everybody want to go and stay in. And listen, when you're an artist, that's your job. Your job is to come and perform. So make it easier for artists. And it's crazy because A few years ago, I go to Canada. I have a show in Canada, and they ask me at the so I go to the embassy to ask for a visa and a visa to go perform, and they ask me what do you need? I say I'm going to Canada from this date to this date. What are you going to? Tourism? I say no, I have a concert, I'm a singer. And they tell me, but what are you doing here? I say I need a visa. I say, yeah, but you are French. I say, yes, but I'm gonna perform, so I need a work permit. And they say, oh no, in Canada, as long as you are staying less than 2 weeks, singers can just come do their show and come back. I was like, what? Yeah, when I arrive in Canada, complete opposite. I just land, I arrive to the border control. The person asked me, yeah, what are you coming to do in Canada? I said, oh, I have a show at Théâtre Télus. That was where I was performing. And they was like, oh, good luck for the show and welcome to Canada. And how long you staying? I said, well, stay for 4 or 5 days, do the show, then come back. He's like, amazing. Have a great show. Damn. So it's this thing where some countries make it just impossible for other people to come and work. And every time I'm in the US, I receive an email from somebody telling me, yo, you have to come do a show. You in Miami, please. Or can we fly you to Atlanta, Boston, here, there, willing to pay the flight and this and your cachet. And I'm like, I'm not performing in the US unless I have a work permit. I'm not going to jail for you guys. I'm sorry, I did it already. It's not fun. So yeah, it's those crazy things. And on the other note, rest in peace, Papa Wemba. But one day he came to the US. I think, was he in the US? Yeah, I think he came he came in. I don't remember if he was the US or Belgium, but he came with a bunch of people from his orchestra, and a lot of them were not musicians. So I don't know if it was him or his management, but the scandal was that a few of these Congolese bands, they used to use the performance to say, oh, we're coming on tour. So we have a work permit, we come to Belgium, we come to the US, and it's like 50 of us. And in the 50, actually 25 of the people, or 30, were his actual dancers, band members, guitarists, this, that, lead vocals, etc. And then there was like 20 other people or 10 other people, they just paid to be in the band so they could get a visa, and once they enter Belgium, they just stay there and they don't go back. And at a point, police start, and they start understanding that every time these guys go, the band members are like, there's always 10 different people. There's the same people, there's always a new people. So one day, listen, they arrive and they tell them, hey, hi. So what do you do? Oh, I play guitar, je suis soliste. Hi. Here's a guitar. Hi, you can go. What about you? Oh, I'm Papa Wemba. Yep. Okay, yeah, we recognize you. You can go. What about you? I'm a singer. Okay, sing. Yeah. Yep, you sing. Let's go. What about you? I play drums. Gérard. Amène une batterie, vieux. Yep, you're the drummer. You can go. What about you? What do you do? I play la basse. Je joue la basse. You play bass? Bring a bass. Play for us. Aha. And that's how everybody got sent back to Congo. And this started issues for musicians, because they realize that, yeah, some of these musicians, they would do those shady businesses and bring people along with them and make them pay for that. So, but then the honest people, they pay for that. So yeah, what we gotta do? I don't even know if I'm gonna party. I might actually. I might be at Club Docks in Portugal. Ma chère, look at that. Pure Congolese beauty. Hey, Tatiana. We were just looking at your photo. I hope you're fine. I hope you don't have too much work. Hey, Nadia. How are you? You see, Nadia, everybody put their like. Everybody put their like. Who has changed his passport several times in this life? Listen, these people. I mean, I had 4 different nationalities in my life already. So, you know, what's going to happen in your album release plans? I wanted to rent Atlantico Blue, the big room, for a few hours, have some drinks, and do a listening party with a few beat makers, a few friends, few longtime fans. But I heard that they closed. So I'm not sure, Malcolm, but I heard that the studio doesn't exist anymore. Apparently, Matias Damasio sold it because the COVID, they didn't have client for 2 years, and it killed the studio. So maybe if I find a new place, I need to see where I could do it. So, but that would be great to do a listening party. And now, if we do a listening party, do we do a listening party live from the studio, or we do one at the studio and then we do one in Club Shada? I don't know yet. I still have 1 month to think about it. You're a professional. People have to respect your conditions and find ways to meet your expectations. I completely agree. Mountain of Inspiration. The problem is that if they respect my conditions, the type of clubs where I used to perform, so smaller African clubs, smaller Cap Verdean clubs, smaller Zouk clubs, with 300 people in a club, 400 people, you don't make your money back from paying my ticket to come, plus paying my cachet, plus having on top of that had to pay for work permits. And a lot of those clubs, they also operate under the radar. So if they go to an official channel, now yeah, how much tax are you paying? Listen, then it's kind of a problematic situation. But something I've been thinking about would be to have somebody out there be in charge of organizing 5 dates tour, for example, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then next week Friday and Saturday, and we divide the cost of the work permits by 5 people, and we take even a little bit of it in the cachet. Maybe the first show pays for all that, and then the rest of the show is revenue. So I'm trying to find a way to make it work, but you know, it is how it is. The infamous Ngulu Gate. Wait, it has a name? I can't with these people. But you be so I can't. It's called the Ngulu Gate. Wait a minute, Mountain of Inspiration. Explain this to me. Why Ngulu Gate? Why? Why? Explain to me. I need no. Yo, that shit is crazy. I have to call you. You have to explain to me. Mountain of Inspiration. I'm calling you now. You have to explain to me the concept of the Ngulu Gate and I love the name. Mountain of Inspiration. Pick up your phone. Wait. I need you to explain to me the whole Ngulu Gate thing. Wait a minute. Please speak up.
Hello.
Wait a minute. Hi, cousin. How are you? Wait. Ngulu Gate?
Yes, how are you?
I'm finding you. Wait, Ngulu Gate is a real thing?
No, it's not a real thing. I mean, I just was inspired when I was listening to you.
The Ngulu Gate. That shit is crazy.
No, I was inspired because you know what? At the end of the day, this is a huge part of our history.
Yeah.
We used to travel freely between continents,
Mm-hmm.
and then we started doing crazy things that just got us blacklisted all over the place. And
That's
one of the
true.
things is
That's
our
true.
musician.
That's true.
As a matter of fact, there's a funny story. If my dad, we traveled with him a few years ago. He was traveling with a Congolese passport. At one point, we go somewhere. They said to him, "Sir, what's your passport?" He showed the passport and said, "Sir, you have to go to the corner." They took him to the corner. He goes to that.
Look, you know that me, whenever I go to the US, ever since that incident, right? And it's been 12 years.
Yeah.
But whenever I go to the US, when they put my passport, they swipe my passport, they receive a silent alarm. They have a red message on the screen and they directly take my passport, they put it in an envelope, and they tell me to go on the side and they wait for a cop to fetch me, and they take me in the back, and I have to wait like 40 minutes to 1 hour for me to tell the story of what happened 12 years ago. I have to, and they read the whole thing, and then they wait, and then they ask me, yeah, what happened 12 years ago? And then I have to tell them all the time. And like, I mean, I perfected the story now. I can tell them the story like it was yesterday. Oh, I came, I came to just, and then somebody told me, blah, 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 blah. And then, I ended up learning that this was work, and I didn't know. And then, hey, listen, it is what it is. So what? And then they asked me exactly the same question. So, and what about now? Do you come to perform? And then I reply to them, nah, I'm retired. I work on my YouTube label. I'm a painter or whatever now. But every time, and so it's faster now. But it used to take me a full 1 hour and a half to just pass the immigration, just because of that. And most of it was just waiting because and it's funny because when I had the Congolese passport, I would go in the US without a problem because I had a B1, B2 visa. So it's a business visa. But when I got the French passport, I could just travel freely with the French passport. So I start going more and more, but they have a policy with French people. So it's crazy because I got arrested not because I was Congolese. I got arrested when I became French because a lot of French people, they go to the US because they have a 3-month period. They go there, they work in a bar, they work in a hair salon, and then they stay there. They overstay, and then they hope, they wait a year, they don't get caught, and then they get married with somebody, and then now they become American. So to stop that, so when you're French and you come and go after, so when they stopped me, it was because it was the 8th time in the same year that I went to the US. So now they're like, hey, the computers are like, hey, check this guy because he's been coming a lot. And when they check, they realized that I had a lot of shows that I did like the last 20 years. So the first question the lady asked me was, have you ever performed in the US? And me, I'm like, nah, never. And she just turned the screen to me and she tell me, what are those photos? Shows me, I take photos of everything and I put on Facebook. So shows in Atlanta, shows in Miami, shows in New York. And I was like, no, this is just promo. And she was like, nobody does nothing for free in the US. Oh my God, yeah. The infamous Ngulu Gate.
But here's a funny thing. As a nation, I mean, if you go back to Africa, you hear the story from Dad and the company. When you go to Africa, then you hear the stories. There was the Ngulu Gate. There's also the Macau Gate. I don't know if you heard of the Macau Gate.
No, what is this?
Macau Gate is one of the Congolese official traveling on a diplomatic passport. It was trying to actually bring into Macau that gambling place in China. It was trying to bring $1 million in cash using the diplomatic passport.
Oh my
when
God.
they called, they said, now if you're Congolese, you're traveling in China, around China with diplomatic passport, run away, you're suspected.
It reminds me that one day I'm with my mom and my dad, and we are coming from Kinshasa. We're in France, and the people from the customs, they stop us, they take us in the back, and they tell my parents to open their luggage. And my parents just look at them and they don't do nothing. And I'm starting to be scared because I'm like, why are not they complying with the police? Like, those people have guns, they're gonna kill us. Like, why my parents are just looking at them there? And my dad was not saying nothing, my mom was not saying nothing, and the person was like, please, ouvrez vos bagages, open these bags, we want to see what's inside. And my dad just gave him his and my mom's diplomatic passport and my diplomatic passport, and they were just like, they just gave their passport, and the guy that didn't understand, and it was like, hey, I told you to open these bags. And my dad said, look at my passport. And then it's the superior who came because he heard the yelling, and he told this guy, don't you see that they have diplomatic passport? You cannot open their bags, though their bags are like, it's Congolese territory wherever they are, and this is the ambassador of Congo in France, so you cannot touch their bags. Oh, we're sorry. And then they okay, la vomito novo. Oh my God, my daughter is.
And just very quickly, and speaking of your dad, you know that he got himself in the same situation in China, right? They got him because he was traveling for diplomatic passport, so that they actually put him aside, they detain him. And the only thing that has saved him is someone says, don't you know this guy? He's the only Congolese man who have actually met the man. They say, who's the man? They say, Mao.
Yeah.
As soon as they say the picture, they say, oh no, sir, we are
That's
sorry.
true. I have the picture of my dad with Mao. It's true. My dad signed the first deal between Congo and China, actually. So
There you go.
There you go. All right, let me continue the live. I'm gonna see, because my daughter is a little sick. She's apparently she vomited, so I'm just gonna go check what's going on. All right, talk to you a bit. Guys, let me go check what's going on with the baby girl, because she's I don't know what, she just came back from school, and I don't know if she catch a bug out there, or if she, but she was telling that she had a belly ache, and I don't know what she ate out there, but yeah, school, kids, germs, it is what it is. Let me go see what's going on quickly, and then I'll be back to you. Yeah, it feels like she's a. Maybe it's the gastro, cause yeah, Thursday. Might be that. I hope we don't catch it. Maybe she ate something. Maybe yeah, she catch the gastro at school. She just returned to school yesterday. So if she's sick, it feels like it's something like this. Or maybe she just ate something bad and because she vomited before the show and she just vomited again. So yeah, we'll just tomorrow morning we take her to the hospital. But she's fine. She has no fever, etc., etc. The Zouk market could be so much bigger in the US. That is true. But the lack of union there, they aren't the lack of union. There are many francophones or lusophones. They have a lot of lusophones. A lot of Cape they don't have a voice here, but as soon as the Latinos get on board, the problem is as soon as the Latino get on board, Caribbean music will just become Latin music. It's just like it's gonna be like Kizomba, yeah, it's from South America, and then everybody's gonna cry. But yeah, the lack of unity and lack of taking your responsibilities is your problem. But yeah, it's true that if every francophone communities, instead of competing with each other, got together and made sure that, and I would not even say Zouk, I would say Zouk, Compa, Kizomba should all band together. Zouk, Compa, Kizomba, Passada, all of them should try to speak from one voice, and also try to stop doing clandestine shows, if I could say it like this, and do stuff that is a little more legit. But again, it's always the same thing. Like, is the market able to support that? You need more people in the market so that you can, if you have 20,000 people that come to a show, then you can pay for a visa, all these work permits. You can have somebody that handles that, a lawyer, etc., because it costs money. That's the problem with the US. It costs money to just to do the visa. The rest of the world, yeah, you have to pay a visa. It's gonna cost you $100. In the US, it's gonna cost you $3,000, $4,000 because you have to pay lawyer, you have to pay those fees, you have to do these. You have to have somebody do a petition, and then the other person on the other side have to go to the embassy. Listen, so much stuff to do a show. Nah, man, stay at home. What's good, MJ? Listen, 2 kids. Yeah, man. 2 kids one by one. That's what it is to be a hot rabbit, you know. Bonjour du Pacifique. Y'a quoi? Hey, où ça dans le Pacifique? Hello, hello. I don't know if smart is the world. This is dangerous. Because once you get caught, that's when everybody pays. He was a second day at school. So, yeah. Feels like this is what happened. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have to check it out. Yeah. And Omicron didn't help. When they're like, don't kiss me, Dad. I didn't know. Listen, I grew up in France. How am I gonna know about the Ngulu Gate? I love the name though. But Dimitri didn't explain to me what it means. What does it mean, the Ngulu Gate? Why Ngulu Gate? For those who don't know, Ngulu is pork. But why the Ngulu Gate? That's the name. I love the name. Oh my God. Listen. Levels. I'm telling you, man. Mboka Lengi. Listen. As a Congolese, I've been going through that country forever. Soon as I get the French passport, boom, I'm in jail. That was crazy. Crazy. Listen. Obrigado. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah. Now listen. I have to go and put some alcoholic gel on my hands because and I didn't touch her. But yeah. It might be this. So tomorrow we'll see. We'll take her to the hospital. We'll take her to see her doctor and we'll see how she feels in the morning and we'll decide. Her mom will decide if she goes to school or not, or if we just take her to her doctor to see. Because yeah, it really looks like the stomach flu. Really looks like a gastro. But she doesn't have fever. She just has stomach pain. But nah, that's not cool. But no diarrhea yet. So we'll see. Yeah, chaud lapin in French we say hot rabbit. It's chaud lapin, but I don't know how you say that. But you didn't wait, huh? You didn't wait for this to close a little bit. You were in already. That's all I have to say. You know what I mean. A milliardaire was good. Gulu Gate is basically you traveling to Europe for a show, then we pay you to be part of your band just to make it to Europe. That shit is crazy. The Congolese are amazing. Ngulu Gate, you traveling to Europe for a show, and then we pay you to be part of it. And that was the big scandal. Let me see if there's something about it on. Wait. I think Papa Wemba was big. There was like Papa Wemba so okay. Let me see. Look at that. This is an article from 2004. Oh my God. Talking about our legend. So, Papa Wemba, the daddy of them all. He's a legend, a self-confessed poseur, political activist, and a serial father. But is African music's biggest star also a people smuggler? At his trial, because there was a trial for trafficking illegal immigrants approaches, Rose George meets Papa Wemba and find out about his pigs. Oh my God. I have to pay? There was a trial? Wait. Trial. Let me see. I'm a fast smuggling charge over recruits. Oh my God. Wemba faces people smuggling charge over recruits for his bands. Oh my God. The world musician star no other King Congolese Rumba will be tried in France October for allegedly smuggling at least 150 people into the country by claiming they were members of his band. Oh my God. The singer, who spent 3 months in prison last year before being released on bail, would appear on court October 25, charged with aiding illegal immigration, forgery, fraudulently obtaining official document, and criminal association. He faces up to 10 years in jail and a fine of 750,000 euros. Several hundred people from the Democratic Republic of Congo had entered France and Belgium illegally over the past few years on visas issued on the understanding that they were members of Wemba groups Viva la Musica. Up to 100 would come over at time claiming to be his performers in his bands. The spokesman says, of course, most of them never went home again. This was a well-organized illegal immigration operation. The fuck? The performer faces similar charge in Belgium, where some of his musicians arrested last February said they had paid 3,500 to get to Europe. 7 members of Wemba's entourage, including producers and managers, will appear alongside the 55-year-old, rest in peace, in Bobigny, north of Paris. Oh my God. Since 1977, playing his current group, he has enjoyed a huge success in Africa and Europe, where he settled in the 80s to pursue his international career. Under police investigation since December 2000, Papa Wemba has admitted to French and Belgian police obtaining visa for a few dozen of his fellow countrymen, but insisted he was acting for humanitarian reasons. Wow. And what happened after that? Let me see. God. Is there? So 2004. 20 minutes. 4 mois de... Oh, he was on jail. He went to jail? 4 months in jail? Condamné mercredi, mardi 16 novembre par le tribunal correctionnel de Bobigny à une peine de 30 mois de prison, donc 26 avec sursis, pour aide au séjour irrégulier d'étrangers sous couvert de ses activités médicales. Et également condamné à 10 000 euros d'amende. Il ne retournera toutefois pas en prison puisqu'il a déjà effectué une détention provisoire de près de 4 mois. All right. So he was in jail for 4 months already, so he didn't go to jail. And he had like... Wow. Well, listen, that was crazy. Rest in peace to him. Hey. Ngulu Gate. I didn't know about the name, but yeah, that's crazy. Ngulu sounds very Bantu. Oh yeah, it is. Papa Wemba traveled, I think, with 200 plus people. Damn it. That's crazy. L'histoire de Papa Wemba quand même fait du bruit. That's crazy. A pinch of baking soda in a warm glass of water can help flush. Oh, okay. I used to give to my kids the magic name, la poudre de perlimpinpin qui soigne les bobos. Thank you, I'm gonna try that. Baking soda, I have that. So a little bit of baking soda in a warm glass of water. Okay. But she went to sleep already, but I'm gonna see if I can wake her up after the show. I'm not gonna last too long, and then if not, I'll give it to her in the morning. The president had to speak for him. It was big this, but yeah. I remember now. I'm remembering now. And you know the worst part is that he's a huge, so yeah, it doesn't look good. So I remember that. I think at that time, was it Sarkozy? I think Sarkozy was president at that time. So Sarkozy went and they spoke with Kabila, and they settled it down. Probably, was my dad part of that? I don't think so, but yeah, because of the look. But the problem is, after that, every other musician after that, it just became a nightmare to get visas for them. So at that time, I think I was French already, but for I had visas. I had French residence anyway. So, but what they want. So let me check something. Oh, look at that. I just received royalties from sales of 2 of my paintings. Let me see. So somebody sold one of my pieces and I got royalty for it. Okay, and another one also. Oh, cool. at that. Money making money. Yeah, that was a crazy story. Yeah, Sarkozy first term. Yeah, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So listen, I gotta take care of the baby girl. So I'm just gonna go to today's subject, and then I'm gonna try to make it not too long. I want to talk to you about delivery. I keep having conversations with, and you're gonna tell me what you think about it, but I keep having conversations with different artists, friends, and it really occurs to me that the problem of most people is not really the ideas, and it's not, Emmanuel, you are still COVID positive. You've been with COVID for 2 weeks, sis. Take care of yourself. A lot of zinc, a lot of artemisia. I hope you're feeling okay. We with you. So I was saying, everybody, put me some Rambos in the chat for Emmanuel, for her to feel better. So I was saying, a lot of the people I talk to, it's not a question of talent. They have talent. It's not a question of will. They have the will, and it's not a question of having a name, etc. But I really understand it's a question of delivery. A lot of the people, they really have a problem with delivery. They really have a problem with working smart for what they want, in opposed to thinking, I'm owned this. And I've been having a few conversations with artists, and everybody believe that because of the talent they have, the market owes them something. And the market doesn't owe you shit. The market doesn't know you. The market is just a question of offer and demand. And if there's too much offer, right? If there's way too much offer, then the price will fall. And you have to understand how to navigate in this market. And instead of thinking about what you are being owed, and how people should be like this with you or be like that with you, what you have to do is actually focus on working and on delivering whatever you want to do. So let me give you an example. In 2008, I started being frustrated with the market of Zouk, Kizomba, and the different places, because I was feeling that people will explain to me that I didn't have a new song or a new hit, to try to pay me less to go perform. But at the same time, when I would accept to be paid less, they would ask me to sing the old songs, the hits. So they would be like, oh, okay, we need On dit quoi, Jusqu'à fatiguer, Bien plus fort que mes mots, Love de toi, and si tu veux de moi. And I was like, yeah, but I wanna add this song and that song. No, we just want you to sing the hits. And I was like, so wait a minute. You invite me here telling me that you don't want to pay me my full price because I don't have hits. I don't have a new hit. But when I come, you want me to sing the old hits? And that's when I understood. Listen, it's not a question of what you're worth, it's a question of the market. And I said to myself, I'm gonna free myself from that whole marketplace, that whole idea that you have to do hits to be able to go perform and get and be paid at your price. I was like, nah, listen, to me, I'm sorry, I'm gonna start thinking of working hard to be able to sustain myself, shows or not shows. That's when I started working on my YouTube channel, creating content for my YouTube channel all the time. And that's also when I started doing a lot of how you call this? I started doing a lot of singles, a lot of music for online. I started really focusing on the online market, making sure that the money I generate comes from online more than offline, which is performing. And once I start thinking about that, I start focusing myself on not the emotions, not the oh, they owe me this, or I'm the best, I should have this, I should have that, and not on the gains, not on the money, not on how much money I want and how much money I'm supposed to generate from my shows and my things. But I start focusing on the work. The goal now was to work, to generate great content, videos, vlogs. So I had vlogs on my YouTube channel. I had Inspire episodes on the YouTube channel. I had La Voix du Sage on my YouTube channel. I had singles I was not doing singles every week. I was doing maybe one single every month. I was shooting videos myself. I was doing mini videos, which means that instead of doing a full video, I would just take a camera like that and I would just sing a playback of a song. I would do a lot of those different things, so that, and I would just say to myself, my goal is to create 10 videos every month and X amount of beats and X amount of songs, and release these songs and put them in the platforms, do some compilation work. Like my goal, I was really focusing on delivering quality content and not how much money I would make from that content. And when you focus on delivering the content, what happens is that at a certain point, your content starts generating money without asking you, because the algorithms of all these companies start picking up that you have content that is made and you have people that is watching this content, and the algorithms know way better than you who is listening the same thing as Emmanuel, who's watching the same thing as Charlene, who's watching the same thing as Irvin. They know exactly all our habits, and they can, because of our habits, they can see who is exactly watching the same thing as us, and then they know who would love to see Club Shada. So when you're browsing on YouTube and you can see the whole world of videos, the reason you see Club Shada is because YouTube says, yeah, he will want to see that. And they know, because they have access to the search history and the watch history of everybody. So when you focus on doing your content, you are not in this position where you are just waiting for people to come and deliver and give you what you are worth. You make what you are worth by yourself using, dancing with the algorithms, like I always say. So if you take Club Shada, for example, Club Shada is not a show that generates revenue from views, of course. But one episode doesn't generate enough views to, if one episode generates 1,000 views with all the clips, etc., 100 episodes is gonna generate 100 times 1,000 views. So that's 100,000 views. and then 200 episodes, etc., etc. And then you can go to a company, an ad company, and tell them, hey, listen, I have this show. Every episode I have around 300 to 400 playbacks, and on the long run the show makes this amount of viewers and this amount of views every year, and we want you to put your logo here, and it's gonna cost you 500 or 1,005 for 4 episodes. And you can do it because maybe until episode 200 you only focused on creating quality content, which means delivering. Same thing for music. I've been just busy creating music, and at a certain point I get rewarded when Spotify tells me, hey, you made X millions of streams. Every million of stream is 3,000. There's your money. Same thing for the NFT space. I've been in the NFT space for 10 months now. I did the Club Shada episode 94 called The NFT Revolution, and that was last year, 10 months ago. Since then, I've been creating content, uploading content, minting NFTs, works, making my name known, and etc., and focusing just on the creation, not on the results. As I was focusing on the results, I ended up at a certain point with being in a point where I ended up having a contact with crypto.com, and it took me to where I am today, earning reaping the benefits of all the hard work of 10 months of work. And this is really where you have this, you have to have this state of mind as a creator. I know a lot of people here have YouTube channels. A lot of people here have their different jobs and the things they do. Maybe it's their Instagram, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you have a podcast, etc. And everybody is always waiting to shoot like 5 episodes of a podcast, or singing 5 songs, or doing one first album or one single, and they say to themselves, nothing happened. I don't understand. Why did nothing happen? Why am I not a superstar? Why am I not famous? Why am I not making money? It's because you focus on the results too early. You have to focus on working. You have to focus on your delivery. You have to deliver content the same way Mountain of Inspiration has been doing a live show every day, 1 hour every day on his YouTube channel. This is focusing on your delivery. You just deliver. Even if sometimes nobody's watching. Even if sometimes there's 2 people watching, 5 people watching, 6 people watching. This is not important, because what is important is that you are creating a catalog of content. You are creating a catalog of 50 episodes, 100 episodes. If you live imagine if you are live every day. Let's say you get sick 10 days in the year, and in 365 days, let's say you miss 15 days. Let's say you do 350 episodes of the Mountain of Inspiration channel, live 1 hour, talking about different things. You now have a catalog of 350 videos. Let's say you do this for 2 years. You now have 700 videos on your YouTube channel. And it doesn't matter if every video has 10 views. At a point, just because of the regularity, YouTube will find you people to watch your content, because the goal of YouTube is to have people stay on the channel, on the platform. So at a point YouTube find you people, you also go look for people. You go in different channel, you comment there, you meet people in the chat, and some of them, they come to your channel. You exchange the communities. And at a point, you wake up one day and now YouTube tells you, hey, you can monetize all these videos. And all of a sudden, YouTube pays your rent. So my superpower is that I can focus on my delivery for a long time, for years. I'm not a person that needs results straight away. I'm a person that understands the importance of building something. I understand that I'm going to continue doing this show for years. And at a point, one day I'll be like, oh my God, like this chat is, because there's going to be 100 people watching at the same time instead of 20. And I will not have 400 playbacks at the end of the show. I will have 4,000, 5,000, etc. And every episode will generate 500 euros of super chat and maybe another 500 episode per views because of the views. And then you will have this effect of a lot of people watching, and a lot of the things that will be, a lot of people will want to come to the show to talk to you, as it's already the case. But a lot of the synergies that I will do with the rest, which mean the music I play in the back, like Give Me Your Life by Angel City right now, they will gain traction. Whenever I will have a new album or an artist will have an album, they will come here, etc., etc., etc. But why? Because I'm a person that focus on the delivery, not on the results. I had a conversation earlier, and everything the person I was talking to, he was telling me how much he was worth and how much he was supposed to get paid, and I was frustrated at people and I was like, bro, the market doesn't care about how you feel. You want to get paid 5,000 for your show, but if the market only wants to pay you 1,000, take the 1,000. Take the 1,000. Make sure you can take 4 times the 1,000 in a month instead of wanting to get 5,000 per month and people are refusing to give it to you. Take 1,000 every show you do. Try to do it 3-4 times a month, so I can pay your rent and your food, and it gives you the peace of mind, so you can go work on the real thing, which is whatever you want to do, creating your catalog, creating your thing on your YouTube channel, etc., etc. And once this focus on delivery builds for you a stream of revenue, like my YouTube channel, for example. Once you have a YouTube channel that can pay you 2 times or 3 times your rent every month, you don't stress about the rent anymore because you know that it's paid. It gives you the space in your mind to work on the next thing. If my head was at, oh my God, I need to do a show, I need to find a show, I wouldn't have time to draw and create NFT collections and make money. I wouldn't have time to record songs. Like I take an afternoon. Sometimes in the afternoon I can record 3 songs. I wouldn't have the headspace to do that. I wouldn't have the headspace to come and do a show like Club Shada because I would be busy trying to find a show and being stressed that I'm not finding a show. I created a space first that YouTube was my first monthly revenue that would pay the rent. Then it was streaming. Now it's a little bit of streaming, a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of NFTs, a little bit of this, and all this is contributing to me going to the next level all the time and being able to focus. I can focus on doing Club Shada and not making money from this show for the next 2 years. Why? Because I know the amount of catalog that I will do that will be evergreen. This amount of catalog will be there inside of my YouTube channel forever. And it will be monetized, and I will do a ton of clips from this catalog. And at a point, somebody will watch it and be like, oh, hey, how can I have my logo here? I'll say, oh, 500. And they will be like, oh, amazing. I want my logo here for 10 episodes. 5K, boom. This is gonna happen And I know, you know how I'm not a person, I'm like, oh, I hope it happens. I know it's gonna happen because I'm focusing on what I'm doing right now. Delivering quality content for you with great lighting, great camera, my little things, and trying to dress and dress well for you guys, etc., etc. At a point, somebody will come and say, hey, would you wear my t-shirt on your show? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. I'll wear your t-shirt and I'll put the logo of your brand here for 500. And that's when you start reaping the benefit of maybe 200 episodes, 300 episodes, 5, whatever the amount of episode it takes. You just have to be able to focus on the delivery. And some people will say it's hard to focus on the delivery if you're not making money for something else. And that's why I say, first, make sure you are making money for something. It can be a job, it can be whatever it is. You make sure that you can pay your rent. So then after that, you can focus on your delivery. But then you have to deliver all the time. You cannot do an episode and then disappear for 2 months and then come back. Unless you have a family issue, something that is really important, is something that you cannot do. So you have to be able, when you start it, you have to be able to deliver all the time. It took me some time in the first episodes to decide, are we doing, like in the quarantine, we were doing Club Shada, I don't know, every 2-3 days. And then after that, we have to decide time. So we all, remember when we all talked here, so those who were there at that time, I was like, hey guys, what do you prefer? Club Shada at night, Club Shada in the afternoon, whatever. What, like 8, and then I was like, for me, I prefer at night because my daughter is asleep. It's easier. And I'm in my living room for now. When I get my new apartment, I will have a room dedicated to my work. I will have my office / Club Shada room / studio. But for now, if I want to do Club Shada in the living room, then I might have people in the living room making noise and it disconcentrates me. So I really decided at a point, okay, it's going to be Wednesdays and Sundays at 1 a.m. for me, midnight and 30 for me, which is 7:30 for the people in Canada, 1 a.m. for those in France. It was a decision that we found a consensus of what works for everybody. And since then, I've been coming twice a week. And it's calling delivering. Focusing on the delivery is what will take you to the next level in your career, whatever it is that you are trying to do. It is what it is. Hey. I need the help to, I need what? I need to get some help. Wipe Sodo. I have no idea what you're talking about. Every time I come here, I learn something. Merci, Professor, for making me a better entrepreneur. The pleasure is all mine. These are some golden nuggets, bro. My pleasure. Knowing rent is taken care gives you the space in your mind to do other things that you really want to do. Yes, it is very important. Merci Apocalypson. Is the thing here. When you are in this position, you already have to put yourself in the position of, so I was telling this to an artist today, who was frustrated about, shows, etc. I was saying you have to get yourself in the position of the person who books you. If the person who books you, who's trying to survive from COVID themselves as well, right? They have a club, whatever the size of the club. If you give them a price, they're always going to try to pay less than the price because they are trying to eat as well. Simple as that. The more they pay you, the less they eat. So if it's a club with 10,000 people who pay their entry, listen, they can pay you as much as you want. Because if you have 10,000 people paying 10 to come see you, that's 100K. So if you ask for 10K, 20K, listen, they will pay you. But if it's a small club at, let's say, 300 people, 400 people, 500 people, and free ladies' night, free for women before 1 a.m., for example, and there's 200 women and there's only 300 guys. So now, if everybody paid 10, they only make 3,000 from the people getting in. If they only make 3,000 from the people getting in, they say to themselves, okay, maybe we need a sponsor to pay your cachet, or they need to sell a few bottles. Let's say they sell a bottle at 500. They need to pay. Let's say you ask them for 2,000 to perform. If they have to pay the security, the DJs, these, that, etc., etc. They also are trying to run a business and they are trying to make their money. And they know if they bring certain people, they're sure it's going to be full, and other people, they don't know. So, and everybody is entitled to be like, I'm a superstar, I don't care. But the person who pays you doesn't care about that. It's the market. If you're going to be like, wait a minute, this person, I don't know if my club's going to be full. So I'm not going to pay you 10,000. I'll pay you 1,005. Now the question here is, do you prefer being paid the price that you think you deserve, but nobody pays it? So you stay at home saying to people, I only go home for this amount of money, but nobody's giving you that money. So actually you don't make money. Or do you prefer putting your show at a price that goes hand to hand with the market and saying, listen, okay, I'll price my show at 1,000. But I'm going to do 5 shows per week. And I know that starting the first show, I paid my rent. Everything else is bonus. Maybe the first show I pay my rent. The second show, I invest in my future. I buy a microphone. 250 USB. Next month, you do another show, you pay your rent. Next show, you get 1,000, you buy this camera. Next show, you buy some lights. All you have to do now is go to YouTube and you're ready. You start creating content. And because your rent is paid from the shows, between 2 shows on Wednesday, for example, you go perform on Fridays and Saturdays, but on Wednesday you can be live and you talk to the people, and you can even talk about the show and etc. And now you synergize everything. That's how you start making revenue. Yeah. NFT equals at where one. You're gonna have to be a little more specific. What do you mean NFT equals Wither One? Is this your name in what platform? Like, yeah. But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you when it comes to delivery. In my opinion, if you really want to go to the next level in your career, you have to stop focusing on what you believe you are worth and stop focusing on what the market frustrates you. You have to focus on your delivery. Look, since I discovered NFTs, I created, let me go to my OpenSea account. I have created, really? Oops. Sorry. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh my god. I don't know why I was typing the same wrong password a ton of times. All right, let's go. My collections. What's going on, OpenSea? You don't recognize me? $43 artwork just on the collection Kings and Queens. There's 43 here. A bunch of artwork. Some of them are sold, some of them not. This one is sold. I don't think this one is sold. Let's see. This one is not sold. This one is sold. Did I sell it? I think I sold it. I'm not even sure. Oh, it was the other one. Sorry. First Lover. Got this. This one, I sold one of them yesterday. 4 out of 10. I've been creating content. And if you go to my crypto.com, if you go to my crypto.com/NFT account, look at what I've been doing. Art that pops, 25 pieces. Been uploading like crazy. And half of these pieces have been sold to 43 people. 43 people have I think, almost 10,000 traded on one collection, and the other collection, 14,000 traded for 42 people buying my Androids collection. What this is called delivering. It's called entering a platform and delivering quality content and having the demand doesn't exist in the beginning, because you just offer to people who don't know you, and you create demand for quality content. And when the people are demanding, you need to be able to deliver to them. And if you deliver to them all the time, that's revenue. Those are basic economic rules. And it's something that I've been doing, and I've been, you have to find the right platform. Once you understand it, you can apply these strategies to anything. Those strategies that I'm applying to NFTs are the strategies that I've been applying to music, and before music to shows. And there we are. So listen, try to have this in your head next time you think about where you want to go in life, what you want to do. Understand that it's really about delivery. It's never been about how good you are. Nobody cares. The only people who care about how good you are is you and your 5 friends and the other artists who are telling you that you're amazing, but they will not buy your art. Who you have to convince are the people is you guys. The people who come all the time. Nobody would come here and stay 2 hours listening to some guy if he was not interesting and if it was not quality content to listen to and to watch. That's why I take care of how I dress, and I take care of how it looks behind me, and I take care of what I say, how it sounds, etc., because delivering this quality content will be optimal for the future. A lot of people, you have no idea how many people leave comments here on the replay saying, oh my god, I just discovered this show, I gotta go back to show number 1, I'm gonna watch everything. What? Yeah. And some people, they come back in a comment, they say, yeah. They come on Twitter, on DM, they're like, yo, I'm at episode 15. I've been watching, like, I'm trying to watch 2 every day. I'm like, damn, that's commitment. But that's the quality of your work. That's the quality of you delivering the content for your customers. And it's super important. I think it's way more important than having talent. Having talent helps. Of course, when you have talent, everything sounds better. But if you pick up your talent as you're crafting, you will arrive to the same place, because people respect, and the algorithms, but also people respect the sense of, yeah, there's a place I go and I watch this guy. So focus on your delivery, I'm telling you, and you will see, you will tell me good news about it. If you enjoyed this episode, I'm gonna go and make sure that my daughter is fine. Give her some perlin pepin powder. And if you enjoyed this episode, give me some Rambos in the chat. And yeah, I'm gonna have you listen to, before I leave you guys, what can I play? I'm gonna play She's Dangerous by Gado's remix of She's Dangerous. So Gado's, for those who didn't recognize him, is our Club Shada member Danny Delgado, and Gado's, that's his name. And I'm gonna play to you his remix of She's Dangerous, called She's Dangerous, Gado's remix. That's it for me. Hopefully I will see you Sunday, and we will keep talking about what we talk about, Shada Gang thing. Thanks a lot, and I will see you Sunday. Peace out. Bisous, bisous.
Safe no more, we gotta do something, let's go. I'm talking about this girl, she's taking over, I must surrender. She's been making a fool of me, and she would do the same to you. Trust me, I don't give her your heart, let's go. If you wanna get to know her, there's something you should know about her. She's dangerous, I think you better know right now. She's dangerous, this girl will break your heart. Come on. She's dangerous, I think you better know right now. She's dangerous, she'll break your heart. Ring the alarm, yeah, ring the alarm. We got a crook up in the building. She done stole my heart, then tore it apart. She drives a Mercedes-Benz, shoes with red bottoms. She doesn't go for less, cause she's so fresh. The best I ever had, whoa. If you wanna get to know her, there's something you should know about her. She's dangerous, got a vicious look, and ooh, the way she walks. She's dangerous, she'll blow your mind, yeah. She's dangerous, I can't control myself whenever she's around. She's dangerous, she got me, yeah.
Olhei para ela bem gostosa num cantinho a sorrir, com olhar bem profundo, tipo puto, queres vir? Eu disse é pra mim, ela disse sim, sim. É mesmo pra mim, ela disse sim, sim. Ok, és uma deusa, uma princesa. Deixas-me sem jeito com tanta beleza. És perigosa, mas és gostosa, ok? Sei que vou sofrer, mas vou entrar nessa. Disseram-me que eras perigosa, disseram-me que partes da leiça, disseram-me que ser tua presa. Eu não quero saber, eu quero sofrer, eu quero viver. Eu vou aprender, deixar acontecer, eu quero te ter. Quero te comer, quero te beber, quero te morder. Tu és muito boa, vale a pena sofrer.